It was great.
No alcohol, no girl.
Oh no.
How do you know?
I know with you.
Why?
No girl.
It's true. It's trouble. So I needed to.
Because trouble. Oh.
Wait. I mean, okay, exactly because I had to focus on my journey.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Hai Black Belts, hari ini kita kedatangan tamu yang sangat menarik.
Menarik ya, bukan luar biasa ya?
Luar biasa.
Oh luar biasa, luar biasa. Kita bakal ngobrolin apa Cit hari ini?
Karena kan Black Belts pasti semuanya pasti ada beberapa yang suka touring, suka banget. Bahkan
Pasti
kita
banyak.
ya kan?
Kita lu kali touring mah, gitu kan?
Dua-duanya.
Oh dua-duanya, oke dua-duanya, oke.
Nah hari ini kita kedatangan narasumber yang touring banget.
Kalau cuma touring puncak, mana Ciletu, elah itu mah geli-geli doang, standar remahan roti doang. Langsung ketawa dia. Tapi sebelum kita mulai mungkin bisa dikenalin dulu kali ya Cit.
Let us introduce our guest. Yang pertama, halo.
Halo.
Bro siapa ini?
Andi.
Bro Andi, and this is our main guest.
Main guest ya, oke.
Hey, hi, Roman, everybody.
So
Roman.
where are you from?
Well, I'm originally from Slovakia, even though after 7 years in Indonesia.
Oh,
I'm
already 7 years in Indonesia?
Yeah, I'm like maybe 20% Indonesian.
Oke. 20% or less.
Yeah, I aim for more. Yeah, I probably stay here. I think this is a great place, so I plan to stay in Indonesia even longer.
Oke, wah.
Because you feel Indonesia feels like home.
Yeah, and I can ride my bike here.
Oh. So, bahasa Inggrisnya kalau emang di negara lo nggak bisa ride my bike gitu. Ayo. Gue suka nih. Asik. Gue cuma nanya. Lu terus bahasa Inggris, gue happy.
But you still can ride your bike in your country, right?
Well, I can, but I think this country is made for bikes, right? I mean, everybody has a motorcycle. That's why I did my journey. I think Indonesia, there are 8 times more motorcycles than cars.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah,
this is a two wheels country.
2 wheels
If you
car.
go to Europe, or I was living in Middle East, everybody has a car.
Yeah.
This
We
is
wouldn't say that, but the most interesting part is your bike. If I'm not mistaken, your bike is the electric one,
of
right?
course, yes.
Why?
When I came to Jakarta,
Okay.
I always was using cars in my life. I live places where you have cars. I came to Jakarta, and after 1 year, I was really sad because I could not go anywhere. I was always stuck in traffic, always in a car,
Sure.
you know. So I was not really, I really didn't like the place. And then I saw people are riding these motorcycles, right?
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe I will get a motorcycle and see. And by a complete luck, I got an electric motorcycle. I was thinking maybe I want to try something innovative. I work in innovation, so my professional career is about innovation. So I just wanted to try something new, right? So I got an electric motorcycle, and it was amazing. This is an amazing place, and I just become so happy. And so because of the motorcycle, I'm still here.
Okay.
And second is about that I realized that electric, when you see all the noise and everything in the traffic, that if it's electric, it's much better, much more quiet. It's also much more fun. It's agile. You just turn. If I'm on a traffic line, I just turn. I'm gone.
Kalau Bro Andi pakai apa?
Penjelasannya panjang banget rumit ya.
Mas.
Kalau aku intinya
Ini ngomong Jawa apa ya? Iya.
bikin simpel aja ya.
Bikin simpel.
Kenapa saya naik motor? Saya bikers.
Oh, gitu.
Udah itu aja. Saya dari zaman sekolah saya bikers. Saya berbisnis di dunia bikers. Jadi hobi saya di bikers. Saya cukup naik motor ya. Yang ada itu ya
Apapun motornya
apapun
sebenarnya.
itu. Jadi saya nggak banyak alasan harus naik A, B, C, D. Motor apapun itu gua naikin.
Yang penting rodanya 2 ya.
Iya.
Roda 3 masih motor. Kalau
Masih.
roda 1 sirkus.
Roda 3 kan udah trike dong.
Iya, tapi bisa juga lah, kan ada sespan semua segala macam masih ada lah. Nah, yang gue mau nanyain, kapan mulai apa ya? Bukan mendalami lah, udah mulai ketagihan touring itu kapan?
Touring sebetulnya pancingan bisnis, Bro. Jadi
gara-gara membela yang bayar ya?
Oh, gara-gara gua bisnis di dunia aparel, jual beli motor juga ya kan. Akhirnya ya udahlah, kita bangun relasi dari bisnis.
Okay.
Tapi nggak tahu kenapa lama-lama kok jauh gitu. Padahal maunya juga puncak-puncak tadi itu.
Oh.
Sawah.
Yang deket-deket aja lah ya.
Lama Ciletu,
Tapi
lama
lama-lama
Dieng.
kok, lama-lama teman kok narik ke sini, ya udah kita ikutin. Jadi gua adalah tipe anak motor yang ngeflow aja.
Oh, ngeflow aja ya. Let it flow aja ya.
Yes,
Wih,
betul.
santai banget
Iya.
ya orangnya.
Tapi berarti jauh-jauh juga kan? Paling jauh kemana?
Paling jauh mana?
Paling jauh aku Thailand.
Itu jauh loh.
Kalau secara kilometer sebenarnya Borneo. Borneo it's about 800.
Oh,
800 kilometers.
From Depok.
Oke.
Depok
Depok,
to
Borneo, around Borneo, and then back to Depok.
Back to Depok.
8,000.
8,000.
8,000.
Nah,
Itu
susah
Boyo,
bahasa.
Pak. 8.
I got that one.
So Roman, you understand?
Yeah, I mean this one. I know
Sebenarnya
Borneo
ngerti.
and
Iya,
Depok.
iya. Ini kocak. Berarti 8.000 ya?
8.000.
Emang kalau ke Thailand?
Ke Thailand 6.000. Yes, normal.
6? Yeah, it was-
6.000.
6,000.
Yeah, yeah.
6,000. I think 6,000.
Oh,
From Depok, Sumatera, Malaysia,
Malaysia, and
Thailand.
then
You
I
took
think it's
Tanjung Balai?
oh,
Yes, Tanjung Balai,
Yeah.
Johor,
Tanjung Balai.
Tanjung Balai.
Nyebrangnya lo Tanjung Balai berarti?
Betul.
Oh, berarti lo Sumut ya?
Betul.
Lewat Sumut dulu ya?
Sumut,
Soalnya ada
Tanjung
beberapa yang jalurnya lewat Riau.
Balai. Ada.
Ada, tapi memilihnya yang Tanjung Balai.
Yang paling gampang itu
Oh,
diarahkan
yang
sama bikers Malaysia dari situ.
Oke.
tahun berapa Bro Andi mulai kayak kecemplung di dunia touring?
Dari 2010 puncak.
Oh,
Mulai
puncak
di
dulu
puncak,
ya. Jadi biar kalian semua jangan kecil hati.
Hah.
Yang puncak akhirnya ke Thailand juga,
Yeah.
bro.
And then Roman, when did it start, the touring hobby?
Well, I don't really have a touring hobby actually. So I was using motorcycle only in Jakarta and also even like to Puncak or
Okay.
something.
Ya.
And this trip when I went around the whole world on this journey,
Yes.
Oke.
I actually never did a really big. Okay, I take back. I did like a test.
Take it back.
I did a test. I did the test. I went from Jakarta to Bali
Okay.
just to test the motorcycle.
With
if
this
it's
bike?
possible. With a different one.
Oh.
Actually, with a smaller one. I could make only 100 kilometers on one charge. I could make 100 kilometers on that motorcycle.
Oh.
Oke.
So I wanted to see, is it possible with this one to go to Bali,
Oke.
which was like 1,600
Ya.
kilometers.
Langsung sih ada.
And I made it, so it was possible. So I knew that if I have a better motorcycle,
Oke.
then I can go around the whole world, which is true. So I got this one. I have now. I can make 300 kilometers. So on one charge, I can make 300 kilometers, and I could go around the whole world. So but that was it. I was not really a touring guy, so that's why I learned on my journey so many things. Yeah, I mean, for example, if you ride in Indonesia, you don't really care that much about wind, right? It's not
Yeah,
really big an
Oh,
issue.
yeah.
Why, if you go to Central Asia or you
Yeah.
are in Gobi Desert or somewhere,
Because they open.
Yeah.
Open, right?
Yes.
and the wind is like smashing you for 10 hours every day, and
Okay.
so these things. Or when I was in the US, I was delayed because I had problems with some transport of my motorcycle between London and New York. So I got to US and it was already winter. Wow, if you ride in
In the
winter and
wow.
snow,
Snow.
and all of that I did not really know. I was not necessarily prepared because my gear, my jacket, I had
Yes.
same gloves
Also the
here.
the
Yeah.
wheel has to be different, right? for
wheel,
this
if you
touring?
wanna go-
The weather is apa ya? Terlalu dingin, bro. Terlalu dingin.
Emang the wheel it doesn't have to
Yeah.
be
You,
different.
of course, you should change your tires, which I
Yes.
didn't do because after that I went to Australia, where again it's a summer and
Yeah.
hot. So I just had one tires all the way.
Oke.
So I was not really a touring guy. I was
Okay.
just a guy riding bike in Jakarta and maybe in Bali. That's it. And then I just went on this journey and prepared myself. So I just took few things, and that's it. I had everything with me.
Okay.
I didn't have anything extra purchased on the way. So the way I left from Indonesia and came back, it was the same.
So you're more like traveler than a touring
Traveler,
guy.
not the touring.
Well, I am not touring, exactly. The reason I did this journey, I just wanted to show that electric motorcycles are already so good,
Can do
can do it.
anything.
It's
Ah.
possible. It's
It's
possible that one guy alone, no support, no battery
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
car or whatever, just the motorcycle and myself
Okay.
around the whole world. That's
Okay, let's talk about your motorcycle, right? You told us that your motorcycle, one charge is 300 kilometers.
Yeah.
So how long to recharge again?
Okay, so from a normal like this you have here in Indonesia,
Okay.
you know, to 20 volts and everything,
Yeah.
it takes around 9 hours.
9
So,
hours.
so what I would do exactly, always at night I had to find a
Yeah.
spot where
Okay.
there is a plug. I plug in the morning, I'm fully charged. Plus during the day,
Okay.
I would find some place, you know, you can find everywhere. Just
Okay,
stop
okay.
somewhere. So my quota for day was 350 on average to
Yeah.
do 300, which by the way, if you go in Sumatra, you don't even make
Yeah.
it because of I took the one to, you know, before Jambi and these insane roads. You
Yeah.
you probably make like 300 in a day because of the traffic and
Ya,
everything.
traffic everything. Oke, Cid, ada yang menarik adalah pernyataan bro kita ini. Dia bilang, gue cuma Jakarta Bali doang gitu. Gue bukan anak touring loh. Ayo loh.
Padahal Jakarta Bali
Jakarta Bali tuh
for
Jakarta
Indonesian,
to- yeah.
for Indonesian, if you go to, from Jakarta to Bali
with motorcycle.
with motorcycle, they can be called by
Touring
anak
goals.
touring
Touring guy,
banget,
touring
yes.
guy.
Touring goals.
Yeah.
So I was a touring guy. Go.
Yay! Finally.
I was wondering what the brand of the motorcycle.
It's made in the US. It's a company which has been doing electric motorcycle already 15 years. It's called Zero.
Oh, Zero.
Zero. So they have really already perfected the technology and everything. So it's reliable. You know, it's good specifications.
Okay.
On my whole journey, so I did 42,000 kilometers.
42,000 kilometers.
In
Already.
winter, desert, mud. You know, you were in Laos. We're in
Laos?
Laos. Right, you can
No,
get some.
I can get lost.
Okay, but in Laos there's some crazy muddy roads and
Okay.
stuff, and I did not have any problem with the motorcycle. No, nothing. No, and also no service.
No
because
issue.
You don't have to change oil. You don't have to do anything. So I didn't do anything. Only after 25,000, I was already in the US. I changed tires
Okay.
and brake pads,
It's a normal thing.
which you have to do
Normal.
on any other
Yeah,
motorcycle. But other than that, there is no maintenance, nothing. So I didn't have any problem. So the bike is great. I mean, the bike is awesome. I just, you know, the bike I had before, the one went to Bali,
Okay.
it was also the same brand. So I knew them.
Okay.
I-
But different capacity.
Yeah. It was like a previous model.
Yeah,
It was more like a cross bike. So, but yeah, and I did it in 2021 or something. It was still right after COVID. So yeah, I was by the way first guy who went on electric motorcycle from Jakarta to Bali.
Okay.
I like to be first. No, but it was the same brand. So there are more. Obviously now there are more and more
Okay.
companies which are making electric bikes, but I think still this one is. Yeah, I
Best.
mean, my personal experience I'm not sponsored by them or anything.
Okay.
But when I was in the US, I visited their factory and saw how they make it. It's a quite high technology, you know. It's a good tech.
Dari kan Thailand, berarti kan segala macam Malaysia segala macam. Berarti kan udah Indonesia dulu kan, bro?
Udah.
Ah.
Itu kan puncak.
Ya makanya enggak maksudnya dari Indonesia dulu kita cerita Indonesia. Indonesia dibandingkan dengan Asia Tenggara yang Malaysia, Thailand dan teman-teman itu, apa yang bikin beda bertouring di sana dan touring di sini?
Scenery sini bagus banget lah.
Nah, sebenarnya nggak ada bro. Setelah gua kan
di sini
baru
kan pemandangannya bagus.
gua kan baru ke Asia ya nggak kayak.
Iya.
Salman
Kita
dan
ngomong
Eropa.
Asia dulu deh, perbedaan jalannya kah,
Jadi
manusia-manusianya pasti ada
kalau
bedanya lah.
Dari segi view mah better Indonesia.
Ya kan, baik
Oh,
hijau-hijau.
dari scenery.
Dari view
Scenery.
Scenery.
Indonesia.
Indonesia better.
Indonesia better.
Oke.
Yang bedain cuman budaya ya.
Iya,
Jadi
budaya,
gua
oke.
pun kena impact ketika gua ke Malaysia itu
Heeh.
disiplinnya tuh memang beda banget. Bener-bener beda. Padahal kebatas sama cuman PLTB gitu ya.
Iya, heeh.
Apa
Pilihan
PLTB?
kita PLTB itu kalau di border lah.
Border.
Nah, sekali kita lepas dari Pontianak masuk ke Malaysia,
Ke Kucing gitu langsung.
yes,
Nah, langsung beda
Jadi,
ya.
langsung gua kena mental gitu. Contoh kita nih, contoh gampang ya.
Heeh.
Gue baru masuk Malaysia di Sarawak tuh ya.
Oke.
Kita mau nyebrang mobil, nyalip mobil sebelah kiri.
Heeh.
Itu mobil yang di depan kita tuh langsung iri.
Oke,
Ngasih jalan.
langsung ngasih jalan.
Dan yang di seberang kita
Langsung-
juga langsung nganan.
Langsung nganan, menjauh gitu ya.
Oh, kayak buka jalan
Jadi-
ya.
buka jalan.
Jadi itu yang bikin gue langsung
Amazed.
pantesan gue kalah gitu. kita, maksudnya budaya kita
Oh,
kalah,
gitu ya?
disiplin kita kalah.
Oh gitu. Dari situ langsung sadar diri ya?
Langsung sadar diri.
Emang waktu lu di Depok, kan lu di Depok. Emang gimana kalau nyetir waktu di Depok gimana?
Depok kan lampu merah
kalau
artinya
bisa
jalan.
mah spion tos-tosan sama yang lain. Kasih bisa kan
Spion tos-tosan lah ya. Kalau bisa dihalangin, kenapa harus nggak dihalangin?
Jadi
gitu
kalau
ya?
kita ada yang nganan buka jalan kita, gua nggak lebih nganan lagi. Kuat-kuatan.
Itu Indonesia
Mau adu
ya?
banteng ya?
Adu banteng, oke.
Nah, kalau Thailand bela lagi.
Thailand gimana?
Thailand disiplinnya kurang lebih sama.
Sama Indonesia?
Heeh.
Oke.
Jadi gua kemarin waktu touring ke Thailand, itu memang di situ ada acara internasional Royal Enfield. Jadi kita ketemu sama berbagai macam user Royal Enfield di seluruh dunia.
Oke, around the world.
Nah,
Jadi hajatannya Royal
Betul.
Enfield.
All of the world semuanya ya?
Event dari kurang lebih 1000 sekian kilometer lah, cuman dari berapa negara itu. Gue sempet jiper karena aduh gue ntar ketinggalan, aduh ntar gue nyesuaiin di barisan gimana gitu. Kayak kita feel orang Indonesia
Insecure dulu ya?
insecure ya. Kelihatan kan dari cara gue ngomong juga begitu.
Enggak apa-apa. Sama Bu, sama.
Sama.
Nah, ternyata setelah gue jalan bareng sama orang Mongolia, Cina, Thailand, Korea, Inggris, mereka pada komen.
Apa?
Katanya gue arogan bro, cara bawa motornya.
Oh.
Indonesia sih.
Kita tuh cara bawa motor gue yang menurut gue ketika gue touring sama teman-teman di lokal itu, gue paling kalem biasanya.
Itu pun paling kalem lu menurut lo?
Belum
Menurut
ketemu
gua paling kalem.
sweeper Indonesia. Pada
Belum,
paru-paru ya.
Belum, benar.
Jadi gue yang taking action with Insta 360,
Oke.
nyalip mereka dari kanan dari kiri,
Oke.
terus bikin video yang menurut gue hal biasa di kita ya kan,
Iya,
maju
iya.
mundur begitu hal biasa
Iya,
ya.
hal biasa.
Bahkan kayak ya oke aja gitu.
Tapi kalau di kita kan yang kalau di touring maju mundur itu adalah si safety
Sweeper.
officer kan?
Sweeper.
Sweeper
Safety
yang paling
officer,
belakang, iya
sweeper
kan?
atau broker
Sekalian
gitu ya.
konten.
Tapi di sana ternyata itu nggak bagus gitu.
Pandangan mereka.
Jadi mereka kontennya enggak?
Enggak.
Konten
Dan mereka
sendiri aja.
betul-betul beberapa motor gua amatin, terutama orang Eropa tuh. Di lurusan kenceng bro, karena
Oke.
di Thailand ada kayak puncaknya gitu ya.
Iya, iya.
Daerah apa gua lupa.
Oke.
Kenceng tuh lurusan. Giliran tikungan tuh, dia cing ngerem. Langsung
Ih,
pelan.
agak bahaya sebenarnya.
Nah menurut gue itu bahaya.
Benar.
Oke.
Nah
Inersianya
sedangkan
nggak
kita
dapat.
kan dengkul turun.
Iya.
Ternyata yang kayak begitu tuh kita dianggap arogan.
Oke. Ya itu beda budaya aja lah ya.
Beda budaya.
Beda kebiasaan, beda
Nah
budaya.
mungkin kalau Norman kan jalannya solo touring ya waktu
Iya, solo touring.
Around World ya.
Iya.
Nah gue kemarin ke Thailand alhamdulillah dikasih kesempatan bareng-bareng sama Worldwide nih.
Oke.
Jadi dari kalau nggak salah mungkin 9 negara, 9 kultur bergabung, dan akhirnya ketika kita review memang akhirnya gue ceritain kalau di Indonesia tuh
Hal yang
makanya
biasa.
orang kayak gue nih orang yang paling
paling kalem.
makanya gue bosen touring sama lokal-lokal tuh begitu gitu.
Oke.
Jadi gue lebih
Terus
baik.
komentar mereka apa ketika gua nih paling kalem kalau di negara gua?
Iya berhasil karena gue nunjukin data bro. Mereka pikir orang Indonesia itu ada satu omongan mereka pikir hanya arogan di netizennya ya, ternyata
Oke.
di motor juga jauh-jauh lebih begitu.
Oh,
Apalagi mereka
gitu.
juga sering ngomong kalau di Indonesia traffic jamnya tinggi ya.
Oke.
Mereka pikir pelan, enggak bro, itu cuman 5% di Indonesia yang traffic jam. Selebihnya tuh lu mau
Iya, kalau touring,
Iya, iya.
kalau touring
Betul,
pada
betul.
ngebut-ngebut 80-100 nggak sih kalau minimal?
Anak touring ya?
Iya.
Ya oke.
So Roman, so we would like to ask you, from every country that you have been to,
Yeah.
which one is more interesting? Which one is more memorable for you?
Yeah, I think memorable is a good point, right?
Yes.
Because typically what you remember is what was also the most difficult, right?
Yeah.
Because if something is just so, and then what was really challenge, what was real challenge, etc. I always mention Kazakhstan for
Kazakhstan.
sure. Kazakhstan was
Kazakhstan.
tough.
Kazakhstan. It is
Because there is just a step pace. There is absolutely nothing. You go 250 kilometers, then there is some like a truck stop for, where I could a little bit sleep somewhere.
It's all empty.
It's very empty country. It's less populated. It's huge. It's
Yeah,
in
okay.
Central Asia.
Yeah, Central Asia.
So they have really extreme climate. In winter they have minus 40 degrees. In summer they have plus 40.
Oh.
I was there
Yes.
already started to be like, okay, it was not mid of summer, so I get some strong winds, really harsh weather. But what was the most challenging was that for 7 days I was just going alone on this. The desert is nice,
Yeah.
even desert is pretty. Sometimes you have like a sunset, you have
Yeah,
these dunes
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything. Steppe is just a gray flat
gray,
land.
flat gray.
It's gray. It's absolutely nothing there, no life, anything, and you just go through that all the time. So that was really challenging.
Challenging for you.
And also to find the power plug, because
Okay.
it's not like you
yes.
check your Google Maps like the restaurant is here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There is nothing. So I was charging once. I was studying like satellite images. Is there really some settlement or something where there will be electricity? And there was nothing, but there was a rail for train.
Okay.
And there was like a house, like a service station. So I
Yeah.
said, okay, maybe they have charging there. So after
And they have.
and I have to charge there, right? Because
Yes.
if I do 200 kilometers
Yeah, yeah.
and another stop is 200 and I don't charge there, there is no plan B.
Okay.
So
Push it.
Call a tow car.
so I really had to. So I come to this service. You know, they have they manage the trains, right?
Okay.
So I go there. Is this railway service station, and they have this desk with all the switches and everything they used to control. And I come there with my plug. Can I plug here
Okay.
to charge my bike?
Okay.
And they say no way, because you know, if something happens, like I take too
Okay.
much electricity and breaks the circuits, then maybe the rail network will go down.
Okay.
But I managed to convince them. So even there, I could charge directly from the control center
Oh.
of the railway.
But you waited for 6 hours.
So this one I had to wait exactly. My next hub was this one was actually 150. So I had to wait like 4 or 5 hours there. Yeah. So I waited there. And it just exactly. And there is nothing.
Yeah.
So
Take a rest lah.
yeah. So I think Kazakhstan was clearly one, and the second probably.
Indonesia.
Well, Indonesia already know, but Indonesia is beautiful. Really, the Flores, the north of Flores, and these
Really?
places are absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
It's really nice. But for memorable, probably the second would be Australia, because I was crossing Australia across the outback, and if any knows Australia, the central
Desert.
of Australia is desert.
Desert,
It's
yes.
completely empty.
Yep.
I was there in Australian summer, so it was like 48 degrees.
Whoa.
It was really
Very
hot.
hot.
Yes.
And you have this section between Adelaide and Darwin. It's 3,000 kilometers
3,000
across
kilometers.
this desert, and there is nothing. Again, only every 250 kilometers you have like a roadhouse or something. In
Okay.
between, there is nothing, no phone signal, nothing. So I just put a lot of water, extra
Okay.
bottles, and just you go like straight in this heat and everything. So
Okay.
that was also, but that was actually beautiful, because you have this vegetation, and there is the desert, you see all these emus, kangaroos, there is
Yeah.
life. It was nice. So I think I really like Australia as well. Memorable, it was a bit of a challenge,
Yeah.
Yes.
but also feeling a little bit in comfort, because I knew that if something happens, it's more civilized. Like Kazakhstan was tough. That was really, and maybe also part of China. China was like that as well.
Part of China.
Yeah,
Which
I
part?
Yes. I thought
The
China
west
is,
one.
To
the west, to
the
the-
west, the Xinjiang province,
Yeah.
right? There was first, I was stopped all the time. I don't know, they thought maybe I'm some, foreigner alone on a bike there, like what is he doing here? And second, exactly, there is a Gobi Desert,
Okay.
and there was really, really strong wind. Really.
Okay.
So if you want a touring, if someone is touring
Okay.
around the world, I recommend go from the west to the east.
West to the east.
To the east. I took from the east to the west.
Oh.
And because of the rotation of the earth,
Okay.
the winds, they blow mostly
Yeah.
from west to the east.
Oh.
So I was going 80%
Very nice tip, yeah.
against the wind.
Okay.
If you go opposite, you have wind in your back, which is very nice. For me, the wind was also another challenge, because the wind is strong.
Yes.
Okay.
My range gets lower. So, for example,
Okay.
this 300
Yeah,
kilometers
yeah, yeah.
suddenly
Yeah, yeah.
becomes only 230 or
Okay.
240.
240.
So I had to plan for it, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
really need to make sure that. And in some places it was tight. As I said, in Kazakhstan and also Australia, it was tight. My longest stretch was in Australia, 270 kilometers before Coober Pedy. It's like a mining town there.
Okay.
There was really nothing. So it was like the maximum which I really had to do on one charge. Otherwise, I need to push my. It's a heavy
Yeah, yeah,
bike.
yeah, yeah.
It's when my bike is 250 kilos plus some of the gear and stuff I had
Yeah.
with me, it was 300 kilo.
300
You
something.
cannot push it alone.
Yeah. Very hard, very hard.
Yes. Have you ever go on a trip with some groups, or you just do it by yourself?
So this one I wanted to show alone, that
Oh.
it's that because before when people were doing trips like this, they always had some support, right?
Yeah.
And it does not really look like it's there yet, right?
Okay.
If you need support. So I wanted to be completely alone to show that I have full confidence and trust and I can do it. So I was not riding with anybody, I was all the journey alone. But actually I did some like rides. When I was in Sydney, there were some guys who ride also their bikes.
Yeah.
So we a little bit ride to outside Sydney just on electric bikes and stuff. But it was more just like for fun. But the journey itself, actually I did not want somebody to go with me because
you don't have to wait to somebody
Yeah.
and
Wait, and
another
also-
drama.
well, that is maybe it's interesting perspective you think about it, but it's probably true. Sometimes drama is good for those who make videos from their journey and make money from it. It's good. They want drama. I didn't need any drama. I wanted to complete the journey.
Okay.
But I also just I can claim this. Yeah, I was really the first who did the whole journey solo, and it's true. I was not with anybody. So I didn't have any support because people sometimes they still have these sort of old perceptions like electric bikes, they are are crap, they are not good yet enough, and so I wanted to show no, like it's already so so mature and so good that
Okay.
I was in the middle of this Australia desert alone with this bike, and I had enough trust, and I knew that I will get to the next point, and from the next point, and from there back to Indonesia. And
Okay.
So you never ask somebody to come with you, like as in another bike or just backpack maybe the pillion? You ask someone to go in the back with you?
Well, also because I was just moving always to the next place, right? I was never going like somewhere and back. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
never
you're
really,
right.
no one was hitchhiking me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I would take someone if someone is hitchhiking me. Well, I don't know, but on the
Or
way.
your friends maybe?
Well, I met many people on my journey, right, who were
Yeah.
really awesome and everything. But it was never like, hey, can you give me a ride to the next city, 300 kilometers?
Not that easy lah.
Yeah, so it was like, because I always stayed in each place only one night, right? I came
Okay.
there, charged,
Yeah.
went next. Because I took a break from my work, so I had a time limit.
Yeah.
I would love to do this for longer. Yeah, I miss
Yeah.
it, by the way. It's
Yeah.
another point. And now back, I actually miss it a lot. I miss that feeling. But, okay, back to reality. This is life.
So Roman, we talk about Indonesia, man. Your journey, in your journey, which part your favorite? Food in Indonesia, and then
Yeah, I
the
was
scenery
going to ask
and
that.
everything. Yeah.
Have you tried the extreme food here? Have you
Why
been to
do-
Manado?
I have not gone. I did
Oh,
not
the
go
north,
up
no?
to Sulawesi.
Okay.
So my journey in Indonesia was there is no boat between Australia and Indonesia. So I had to go to Timor-Leste.
Oh,
So I went
Timor-Leste,
from
okay.
Timor to Timor-Leste, and then from Timor-Leste in Timor I crossed to Indonesia. From then I went to Flores, and
Okay.
I crossed
Flores,
Sumbawa,
Sumbawa,
Lombok,
NTT,
Bali,
NTB, and then Bali and Java, right?
and then I went north to Borneo.
Kalimantan.
Oh, to Borneo.
Lu juga udah pernah ke Flores?
Pernah.
Udah ya?
Berarti
Yeah, it was the Flores is
Kalimantan, Sulawesi,
Yeah.
Maluku belum ya?
Maluku?
Sulawesi I didn't do. Only
Okay.
only
Ada
Kalimantan
benangnya,
because I wanted to go to Ikain. I wanted
Ikayan.
to see
Oh,
Ikain.
go to Ikayan.
Yes,
Okay.
and I really like that place. I want to live there.
Oh, really?
I think it's an amazing place. It's
Oh.
really beautiful. Did you go there?
Yeah.
Ikain? I think it's interesting. What do you think about Ikain?
Yeah, tell me
Ikan.
more about Ikain.
Ikan debu.
Huh, dust, so many
betul.
dust there?
Masih
It's a construction. It's still
Yeah.
construction.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think the location, like these hills with trees,
Oh.
and I think
How
it's-
is it like?
Enggak, kalau saya kan udah kelilingnya Borneo. Jadi ketika 40 hari di Kalimantan itu penampakan paling buruknya Kalimantan tuh justru di IKN.
Kenapa?
Ya kemungkinan
The worst
kontraksi
part,
itu ya.
he said that the worst part
The
is
worst
Ikain.
really.
But why?
The worst part in Borneo, right?
Well, it's a construction site.
Kontraksi.
Right?
Oh.
So of course,
Construction.
the roads are. If it rains, you cannot even go there. It's a construction site. So Ikain is still not there, but I think the location for Ikain,
Oh, the
the
location.
location for Ikain is
Location-wise.
nice.
Okay.
It's nice.
Iya, tempatnya bagus.
Yeah, it's like hills and trees, and they try to. So I like the Caen. So I went to Borneo, then on the way, and then back to Java, and then just crossed Java. So to your question about food,
Yes.
I slowly adapted, right?
Oh,
If you
slowly
are-
adapted.
I lived many places in the world, but clearly everybody thinks Thai food is spicy. No, Indonesian
Okay.
is
Yes.
spicy.
Okay.
So I'm getting there. I can eat spicy food,
But not too spicy.
I can
Still.
like not like crazy spicy, but I can
Okay.
do it. So on my journey, I ate I
Mexican
would
food
eat.
is also spicy, right? Mexican food.
It is not as spicy as Indonesian.
Oh,
I don't.
still the best.
I think
Still number one.
Indonesian,
The
I think
spiciest
you,
is here.
You can sometimes make it really insane. Maybe Mexicans also in some crazy scenarios, but I
Okay.
think here I would an average.
Okay.
I think on average the level maybe here. I don't have any study for it. In my personal perception,
okay.
I think on average here it's spicier.
Kalau
Kulineran gitu.
kalau Bro Andi nih,
Nah,
paling memorable apa nih?
Ah,
Kan
kalau-
udah sampai Thailand nih.
sampai Thailand. Ya kan tadi kan saat boleh yang di memorable kayak tadi misalnya ternyata gue dianggapnya
Arogan.
gitu. Tapi lu ada pengalaman yang wah nggak terlupain nih selama lu touring balik di dalam negeri atau di luar negeri gitu.
Kalau
Bisa
makanan
ceritain.
kayaknya nggak terlalu itu ya. Kalau
Dari
food,
sisi apa nih? Kalau makanan mah sama aja.
Iya,
sama
di
aja.
Thailand.
Enggak misalnya memorable buat lu lah pengalaman wah ini keren nih. Gitu.
Memorable.
Ah.
Memorable.
Bisa. Misahin mungkin mogok motornya atau
karena
apa
Bro
gitu.
Andi kan pakai motor bensin kan,
Ya,
fuel kan.
motor mesin lah, motor mesin biasa
Terus
gitu.
touring rame-rame kan. Satu ada yang mogok, sweeper nungguin dong.
Yes,
Ya
yes.
kan,
Nah, ada
drama-drama
pengalaman-pengalaman
itu.
aneh kayak gitu nggak?
Banyak sih bro, jadi kebetulan waktu ke Borneo itu kan sebetulnya start dari Jakarta itu hampir ke Balikpapan itu hampir 120 ya.
Oke.
Cuman mereka rata-rata
120
dari
motor?
Mereka rata-rata dari Balikpapan ke Pontianak.
Oke.
Hanya 3 hari lah ya.
Iya.
Selebihnya yang tujuannya sampai keliling Borneo full itu mungkin sekitar 30. Nah di situ banyak yang bukan gugur. Nah, akhirnya nggak berhasil lah ya.
Towing.
Towing lah ya.
Kenapa towing itu bisa macam-macam nggak? Maksudnya apa? Biasanya masalahnya di mana sih biasanya kalau towing itu?
Satu di motor bro ya. Jadi apa rata-rata orang tuh nggak memposisikan kalau touring jauh itu touring berhari-hari itu agak beda sama touring yang pendek. Misalnya
Oke,
contoh sini Surabaya, sini Bali tadi ya.
Bali gitu.
Ya kita nggak bisa nge-push. Rata-rata teman-teman tuh di badan yang drop.
Oh.
Jadi ya memang kita tuh posisiin touring udah kayak sehari-hari aja. Kalau gue tuh punya pikiran yang penting gue touring kayak hari kerja aja. Gue bangun jam 8, jam 5 ya gue harus
stop gitu, tidur
Meskipun
sisanya
pola
gitu.
makan yang nggak usah melulu kulineran gitu.
Iya, iya.
Udah kita makan nasi padang baik
Ya,
kali.
pokoknya yang
Kayak mana yang
dapet,
kelewatan ya?
Pokoknya vitamin nutrisi
Yes.
terpenuhi.
Dan terutama yang salah nih bro ya.
Ah,
Gue yakin orang-orang yang suka touring nih sukanya pasti ke Alfamart, Indomaret for take a rest.
Oke.
Rata-rata pasti langsung es terus.
Iya.
Gitu. Dan sebetulnya itu yang salah.
Oke.
Karena badan kita panas kan.
Nah, kita tiap hari baru berhenti jor es, jor kopi.
Langsung.
Di sini babak belur berantem bro.
Gitu ya.
Jadi padahal ya udah kita kayak
Ya,
kita
air mineral
berangkat
biasa
aja.
lah harusnya ya, air putih biasa gitu
Itu
harusnya ya.
posisiin biasa aja, tahu-tahu 40 hari gitu.
Tuh.
Begitu.
Oh gitu ya.
Rata-rata yang nge-push ya bukan gugur apa tadi, stop lah.
Oh, gitu.
Badannya ngedrop.
Oh gitu ya.
Gitu.
Oh jadi lebih kepada
Endurance badannya ya?
endurance badan bukan ke
Iya.
motor ya. Kalau motor mah
Iya.
relatif nggak ada masalah ya sebenarnya.
Motor mah apa sih orang kita touring gitu mau ngebut kayak gimana gitu.
Gitu ya.
Gua aja punya target sehari maksimal 200 gitu. Nggak usah lebih dari 200 km gitu.
Iya.
Ya sudah kita 200 aja gitu.
Iya,
Sebenarnya
iya.
kalau standar touring ya, kalau pengalaman lu touring gitu. Standar touring itu sehari itu berapa jam sih sebenarnya? Kita nggak usah ngomong kilometer kan relatif ya. Berapa jam riding sih sebenarnya
berapa
maksimal?
lama berhenti,
berapa lama
berapa
gitu.
berhenti.
Ya, gua ngikutin habit kita. Habit kita kerja tadi kan office hour 8 jam ya.
Office hour 8
Berarti
jam.
7 jam lah.
7 jam
Tapi
lah.
kan nggak
Kita
bisa
segitu aja.
7 you cannot ride 7 hours straight, ya kan? Capek.
Jadi 7 jam itu kan per
Pasti kan
berapa jam sih
berhenti
istirahat?
Alfamart
Per
10
3 jam
menit
gitu.
kan? Ya.
Per 3 jam berhenti atau gimana biasanya?
Kalau gua 3 jam sekali lah.
3 jam
ya.
sekali.
3 jam
Iya,
berhenti,
standar.
3 jam jalan lagi udah
3
capek.
jam 10 menit gitu.
3 jam berhenti, 3 jam istirahat. Oh itu mah kelamaan 3 jam istirahat ya?
Enggak apa-apa juga.
Oh,
Ada
nggak
kok
apa-apa
grup
juga?
yang kayak gitu.
Sah-sah aja ya?
Sah-sah aja.
Sah-sah aja.
Jadi apa menurut gue ya kalau mau touring yang
Aman.
berhari-hari aman, ya itu. Jangan di-push, badan kita kuat,
Iya.
motor kita rontok gitu. Kalau badan kita udah nggak sehat nih ya,
Ah.
kayak rata-rata nih ya,
Ah.
salah milih sarung tangan atau badan
Oh,
kita
yang
udah
gear
nggak
nih.
fit gitu ya.
Ah.
Yang ada kita kan ngegas sama ngerem itu udah di luar kendali. Udah kayak semua enaknya baik.
Ya, sensornya udah nggak jelas di sini ya.
Sebenarnya nggak
soalnya.
jelas. Jadi otomatis kalau kita nyentak gasnya ngawur kan juga ditorsi motor, dihentakan di mesin kan berubah ya. Kasar bahasa gampangnya.
Nggak sekolah tangannya.
Nah, ya otomatis ya mesinnya
jebol,
Nah,
rusak lah ya.
kita ngerem, nggak ada apa-apa ngerem ya otomatis kampas ngelok kayak.
Iya, iya, iya.
Jadi ya biasa aja bro, kayak kita berangkat kerja aja gitu.
Oh gitu
Tapi
ya.
3 jam berhenti 10 menit 15 menit di Alfa gitu ya.
Ya nggak harus di Alfa lah.
Ah, iya, benar, di warung.
ya balik-balik ke tadi
3
gue tuh tipe orang yang ngeflow, nggak yang kayak
Capek nih berhenti, belum capek nih jalan aja gitu ya.
Oke.
gitu.
Jadi prinsipnya nggak ada target tertentu, sebenarnya tergantung badan kita lah gitu ya.
Betul.
Oke.
Kan ya kita cuman gue bener-bener touring gitu, bukan
Gitu.
yang kayak wah gue harus sampai sono gitu. Enggak ah,
Oh gitu ya.
ya gue jalan aja gitu.
Jalan gitu ya, jalanin.
Yang
Nah,
penting
ini kan berarti udah Malaysia,
3 jam.
Thailand, udah Indonesia segala macam. Target berikutnya pengen kemana yang belum?
Nah, lagi-lagi ngeflow tadi. Jadi gua tipe
Mana ke bawah angin ya.
yang nggak pernah pengen kemana kayak denger dari Brother Norman tadi, the best country is Kazakhstan, yes.
Not the best.
Memorable ya.
Paling diingat.
Paling diingat karena
all
sepi
great.
ya.
Sepi. heeh.
Nah, ya gue bukan tipe yang kayak oh berarti gue besok harus ke Kazakhstan gitu. Enggak, ya besok ada yang
Ada
ngajak
ajakan
kemana.
kemana.
Jadi prinsipnya gini loh bro, kan gue biker sebagai hobi ya. Hobi itu kan ya nggak usah dipaksain gitu.
Iya.
Jadi gue lagi ada duit, gue lagi ada waktu, gue gas. Kayak contoh bulan depan ada yang mau ngajakin nih ke ke Cina ya.
Ke Cina.
Ke Cina. Wah, waktunya insya Allah gue punya. Bisnis gue udah running well ya. Duitnya nggak ada.
Oh.
jadi yaudah.
Tapi kalau ngomongin cita-cita ceritanya pengen kemana?
Ya sama. Beliau dari tadi gue banyak dengerin tuh belajar. Kalau cita-cita ya tentunya
Orang
Oh, around the world ya.
betul.
Not
Bahkan
in 80 days ya. It's a movie.
wah,
Yes,
1 tahun ya.
with the customs not
1 tahun ya. 1 year ya.
1 year.
1 tahun.
For me,
Huh.
8 months.
8 months.
Okay, 9 months with the in Indonesia.
Okay.
But half of that was waiting for customs. Exactly.
Oke.
Yeah, so
Egmont.
I can.
Lah,
Yeah.
gue juga ada cerita sebetulnya buat yang yang tadi
Custom gitu
sempat
ya?
gue bahas tuh. Gue kan touring paling lama cuman 40 hari itu ya.
Oke.
40 hari tuh. Lah, balik dari Indonesia tuh, Bro. Balik
Dari
ke laptop gitu ya. Bingung mau ngapain.
Oke.
Jadi mau memulai pekerjaan itu agak bingung mulai
Nge-lag
dari
lah ya?
mana. Nge-lag gitu.
Loadingnya lama gitu.
Yang ada di laptop lagi tuh udah malah nggak jelas gua. Jadi kayak malah nongkrong lagi gitu. Nah untuk ngebalikin itu pun
Ritme lah itu ya?
Ngebalikin ritme kita untuk produktif lagi itu agak
Lama
susah
ya.
buat gua.
Agak butuh waktu.
Nah mungkin dari situ ya ada baiknya menurutku.
Touring nggak usah lama-lama gitu.
Touring nggak, justru nggak usah dipaksain bro.
Oh.
Kalau emang kita puncak dulu, besok ke Bali,
Oke.
besoknya ke Flores, kemudian keliling
Ya,
Sulawesi.
tergantung
Kalimantan.
arah angin aja,
Ya
ajakan
udah.
temen kan.
Gitu ya.
Kan balik ke prinsip lagi, ini kan cuman hobi gitu.
Yes.
Jadi lo ada waktu, lo ada uang,
Ya,
gas
berangkat.
gitu.
Nggak ada yang nggak usah dipaksa gitu.
Gua lebih nggak suka kalau orang yang pengennya mengejar sesuatu touring jauh gitu ya. Kayak ya mungkin goalsnya touring keliling dunia gitu ya. Tapi lu kesono kemarin nyari sponsor. Buat gue itu enggak. Buat gua enggak ya.
Maksudnya cari
Jadi-
sponsor sana sini.
Jadi buat
gitu.
gua
Maksain
adalah
gitu.
buat gua adalah lu punya hobi, lu tanggung jawab sama hobi lu gitu.
Oh,
Jadi
menarik.
Jadi apa? Lah, lu hobi kok.
Jangan nyusahin orang lain lah
Hobi
ibaratnya
kok
gitu.
malah kayak belibet sendiri sih gitu. Kok
Iya,
jadi sebuah pekerjaan gitu.
Iya.
Jadi menurut gua hobi itu ya apa yang harus lu capai sendiri, tanggung jawab sama mobil lu sendiri gitu. Kayak gua nih ditawarin yang tadi gua bilang ke China gitu.
China.
Ya nggak ada duitnya bro. Waktunya mah ada, gue bisa ninggalin kerjaan gue 2 bulan, tapi duitnya nggak ada gitu. Jadi lebih baik gue sabar dulu.
Ya,
Oke.
next trip baru ikut.
Tungguin.
Ya.
Nunggu momen lah ya,
Iya.
nunggu momen.
Jadi gue
Oke.
ngeflow lebih baik begitu aja.
Indonesian style is when you go to hotel to rest,
Just sleep.
uh,
Hot shower.
Head shower, and then coffee, and smoke for 2 times, and then
Yeah. Okay. The other thing which helped me also, I had a rule maybe. So for example, the whole journey I didn't drink any alcohol at all. Also, so I have some rules like
Okay.
how to minimize the risk and everything. So that helped as well. So
it's hard for you? No alcohol, it's hard for you?
it was great.
No alcohol, no girl.
Oh no!
How do you know?
I know with you.
Why?
No girl?
It's true. It's trouble. So I needed to.
Because trouble? Oh!
Wait. I mean, okay, exactly because. I had to focus on my journey.
It's okay.
Tetap yang bikin gagal fokus.
Tetap ya?
Itu.
Tetap ya? Itu pokoknya gagal. Fail the focus is alcohol and the woman.
Nah
Yes.
itulah. Makanya yang gue benci sama ritme touring orang lokal tuh begitu.
Bener? Oh, emang kenapa ada ritme Nah,
Bener.
ini. Kok bener? Kenapa?
Ini Indonesian, because I did
Habit.
touring a lot back then.
This is something wrong with bikers community in Indonesia.
Yes.
When we was touring, the goal is why woman.
Oke.
In hotel,
We call someone.
It's always. It's
always.
Not all Indonesian
Not all,
touring
more
community, right? But mostly lah.
Mostly, not all
It's-
of them.
It's all about girls and then alcohol.
So it's
And
opposite.
partying.
That's exactly
That's
the
why
opposite.
you
Seriously.
very success
Yes.
to around the world
Yeah.
because no alcohol,
And
no
no
girls,
It's
and
a
then you pay
discipline.
back and in Jakarta.
It's a discipline. Because I had
orang
so
kapal
many,
dong.
I had so many risks, right? My bike can go wrong. It's I don't know. I get hit. I almost got an accident in Texas. In Texas, they ride like crazy. Really,
Yeah.
so he almost hit me. So I had to minimize the risk, right?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
also if something happens, my motorcycle, if I have a problem in middle of China, I cannot do anything because no one will fix there anything. There's a
Okay.
company in the US. It's not like I can find someone who can fix it. So I have to be really careful that I really minimize the risk. So I was I'm a consultant in my professional life, right? So I had like a plan this, I had some
Okay.
strategy.
So
and
everything is very well prepared, right?
Well, I did it because there were still some risks, right?
Yes.
This might not really happen, so I just tried to minimize those risks by. Also, there were places I would really like to off-road. My bike could do some off-road, right? And
Okay.
I was thinking, and I actually went some off-road, but
Okay.
not too much. So I don't
much.
crash it or something.
Yeah.
And
So
then
apa kesimpulan tuh?
The point is.
The point
The
is
point.
woman and alcohol. No.
No.
Kalau lagi touring ya paling enggak
Tuh,
fokus sama
denger.
touringnya dulu. Dengerin lu.
Gua mau udah dengerin. Makanya ya itu sebenarnya
Tapi ya sih.
Tapi emang lu selama touring emang selalu begitu ya? Maksudnya
Nggak selalu.
Enggak,
Ya maksudnya quote and quote tuh penyakitnya gitu loh.
Tapi
Iya kan
Temen-temen
gua,
kayak gitu.
gua mengalami, aku kan ngalamin
Pegel-pegel ya
pelan-pelan deh
bahasanya
kan.
kan.
Dari yang tadinya touring Jawa, Bali, Flores, Kalimantan, Sulawesi itu kan nama lokal-lokal,
Ah.
tim-tim lokal.
Tim
kalau-
lokal.
Ya N-nya kan seperti itu kan.
Hampir
Berarti-
pasti seperti itu.
Hampir
Karena
pasti.
nggak-
Apalagi
karena nggak setiap
apalagi
yang
kalau
lalu
lu memang ngikutin IG gue, memang gue berdiri di big bike kan. Karena
Iya,
gue
iya.
jualan big bike juga kan.
Iya.
Ya udah pasti begitu. Seneng sih, cuman tapi ada baiknya ketika gue udah touring keluar.
Nah. Please lah berhenti dulu lah gitu sebenarnya.
Karena nggak bisa bro kalau kita touring di atas 3 hari begitu mulu gitu.
Gitu ya.
Babak
Rusak juga
belur.
badan, babak belur juga ya.
Rusak badan, terus gimana sih?
Gitu ya.
Gimana kita bangun jam 7 gitu ya.
Oh gitu.
Tapi yang anehnya ini orang ngeyel gitu.
Oh ada nih, ada temen lah, ada seseorang
Banyak,
lah gitu ya.
banyak.
Oke.
Jadi malah kita kasih planning touring jauh, malah ngomongnya di sana ada apa gitu.
Ada guling nggak?
Nggak beres deh.
Oh, gitu.
Gitulah.
Oke.
Ada hal baik lah dari gua touring keluar, beberapa ketemu sama orang-orang yang gua ceritain tadi di orang-orang luar negeri. Gua pikir malamnya bakal nyari
Party
kayak
gitu.
begitu.
Ternyata enggak.
Ternyata enggak. Justru kita tuh saling buka forum di mana nih pasar malamnya.
Sharing ya.
Kayak
Pasar
di-
malam.
Iya, intinya
Iya, pokoknya
misalkan
yang
gue
sesuatu yang
misalkan
lokal.
kita berhenti di Bogor gitu ya.
Ah.
Mana nih kebun rayanya gitu.
Oke oke.
Iya.
Udah kita
Lokal trademarknya di mana
iya,
lah
lokal
gitu
trade
ya.
di situ. Terus kita berhenti di kota di sini lagi misalnya. Di mana nih Kota itu. Bukan nyari sesuatu yang sifatnya party.
Mana nih? Wedu aneh, nggak ada ya?
Orang enak.
Orang aneh ya?
Guling-guling hidup kan.
Heeh.
Oh nggak ada, pokoknya berarti Black Pel semua dari kesimpulan nih Mr. Roman bilang kalau mau fokus kan berarti kan harus exercise, no woman, no alcohol.
Yes.
Tapi yang versi lokal nih, Mas Baker Jowo kita bilang juga ternyata yang di Thailand juga ketemu 9 negara juga begitu semua ya.
Betul.
Dia fokus lah sama touring lah, sama kegiatannya gitu ya.
Fokus sama enjoy.
Sama
Iya,
enjoy gitu ya.
iya.
Kalau
benar,
Mr. Roman gua amatin kan meminimalisir risk.
Benar
Iya
kata
kan?
Roman juga kan.
Wanita itu resiko ya.
Wanita resiko,
Iya
Ci.
makanya I don't know what's wrong with Indonesian men. Every time I went for touring, kayak some of them are really searching for the girl.
Searching.
Okay.
Because I don't know,
Something.
maybe the feeling is like they're away from home, they're away from their wives, so I can go out here.
Bini gua denger gak ya?
Karena aku touring juga, aku kayak
Iya.
dulu touring juga, jadi kayak aku half girl, half boy. I'm half. No, I'm 100% girls, but I like automotive, that's it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I got it. No worries.
Iya.
Tapi kan sah-sah aja, Bro.
Kagak bro, gua bener-bener ngomong ngoceh begini karena pengalaman. Gua
Iya,
pernah
tapi
touring nih.
nggak sah. Menurut lo kalau touring kayak gitu nggak
Karena
sah?
nggak
Tapi
boleh.
mengganggu, nggak boleh ya?
Enggak, soalnya kalau istrinya
Iya,
nonton
bro.
marah.
Bukan
Nggak
kita
gitu
nggak
juga.
boleh. Kita-
Gua pernah nih touring dari Sulawesi itu ya.
Oke.
Yang dari pokoknya ke Manado lah ya.
Hmm.
Itu full ya alkohol.
Full alkohol.
Semuanya tuh. Dan besoknya tuh bukannya speednya turun, makin nikah. Der.
Makin membahayakan orang
Kita tidur
sebenarnya.
jam 5 pagi,
Heeh.
engine on jam 7 pagi. Gue pikir besoknya mabuk nih, kita bakal pelan. Enggak tinggi, cus. Giliran sampai sono, baru berhenti parkiran nih, kemana lagi kita?
Tapi mungkin
Jadi-
itu booster kali, booster juga.
Enggak juga.
Enggak juga ya?
Setelah sampai di situ booster, giliran sampai rumah,
Oke.
gue ngapain sih begitu? Udah deh, gua tarik ulur dari yang beginian gitu.
Oke.
Apa rasanya kayak touring rame-rame gitu kan, kalau ngomongin arogan kayaknya bahasanya too strong ya for arrogant. Kayak ada pride-nya gitu nggak sih? Kan Bro
Ya,
Andi
memang-
riding a big bike, right?
Memang apa di Indonesia tuh terkenalnya kan sama strong community kan.
Yes, the
Komunitas
bikers.
Indonesia itu kan terkenal kuatnya kan.
Iya, iya.
Nah, kalau orang udah kuat ya
Biasanya.
kita
Ada
merasa
chin
terlalu
up-nya
kuat
sedikit
begitu.
ya.
Tapi oknum lah itu oknum lah ya.
Iya.
Itu oknum ya.
Makanya, ya memang kita harus tarik ulur ketika kita oke lah kalau untuk berkomunitas, oke, cuman kalau buat ngomongin long journey, aku pikir nggak bagus.
Aman-aman
Oke,
aja.
oke.
Aman-aman aja. Jadi coachnya Norman
Nah, sekarang nih mungkin mau nanya soal prepare nih.
Iya.
prepare.
Nah, sekarang lu dulu lah yang versi Indonesia dulu nih.
Iya.
Dari semua perjalanan lu touring ya, dalam negeri,
Iya.
Puncak, Bali,
Kan semua
butuh, udah lah ya, semua sampai
everything
Asia segala
need
macam.
preparation, right?
Nah, prepare-nya kayak apa?
Kita kan pertama jelas prepare duit ya.
Oh ya,
Satu
ya.
prepare uang.
Gitu sih,
Oke, satu
ya.
Prepare duitnya simpel aja, Bro. Intinya kita
uang.
apa ya? Sehari itu kita makan berapa kali?
Oke.
Nggak usah dipaksain. Kita nggak usah cari hotel yang bagus-bagus. Sudah lah, kalau gua sehari 600.000 oke. Berarti gua kalau punya target touring 50 hari ya 600 kali 50.
600 kali
Kan
50.
sesimpel itu aja.
Oh,
Oke, itu
bensin.
satu uang ya, itu
nomor
uang.
satu
Iya.
itu.
Oke.
Terus menurut gua ketika lo mau long journey, siapin motor yang
Sehat.
pas.
Oh, yang pas.
Dari sisi dulu.
Oh,
Jadi
iya,
lu jangan
bener-bener.
memaksain motor pakai big bike.
Oke.
Karena dari kejadian kemarin jalan kita nggak tahu ya.
Oke.
Wah, itu ketemu off-road apa enggak, ketemu rusak apa enggak, ketemu jalur seperti apa. Siapin aja motor yang memang bisa ke semua medan gitu.
Oke.
Kayak contoh gua kenapa gua pilih Royal Enfield Himalayan ya karena menurut gua itu motor
Bisa semua.
bisa semua.
Oke.
Lu mau jalan model apa, Bro? Gua tabrak begitu. Nah,
Ibaratnya.
kalau gua pakai tanda kutip tadi Harley gitu. Ayo lu.
Agak susah lah, agak susah. Milih
kaki
jalan lah, milih
kaki
jalan.
meleset dikit aja ambruk ya.
Benar,
Gitu kan
benar,
ya.
benar.
Jadi badan kita kan nggak mumpuni. Jadi jangan sombong. Kapasitas kita segimana begitu.
Berarti pilih motornya,
Motornya.
selanjutnya.
Sesuai.
Badan.
Kalau nggak punya gimana?
Kalau dari badan nggak ada gue, Bro. Ya mungkin tolak angin tadi.
Begitu ya.
Sama yang paling gue terapin adanya tadi office hour.
Office
Oke,
hour.
pokoknya
Itu kan-
nggak boleh begadang gimana, pokoknya kebiasaannya itu harus diterapkan gitu ya.
Udah begitu aja sebetulnya.
Gitu ya. Simple aja berarti ya, kalau dari lu ya.
And then how about you?
Roman? To prepare everything.
To prepare.
To prepare your journey. I mean,
You need visa as well,
okay.
right?
Okay, not the administration like
Because
to
he said
prepare-
that the
prepare
administration
everything.
is pain in the ass, right?
Yeah, so I had these three categories: myself, the bike, and the journey. So
Okay.
for the journey, I had to prepare all the formalities. For China, I was preparing here already like 3 months in advance. You need
Okay,
special
3
permit.
months in advance.
Yeah, so it was a
Okay.
lot of preparation for China. So for journey, some things I needed to have in advance. For the motorcycle, also I basically had to see what I take on the motorcycle with me. So obviously some clothes, some spare parts. I took. I have a belt, right? So I took a spare belt. Some basic tools, I can at least do some
The
basic.
screw,
Yeah. So and then clothes and some gear, but yeah, I didn't have a lot of space. I had one shoes only, one set of shoes. So when I got wet, the next day I was riding wet
Okay.
shoes again because it doesn't dry overnight. So I had basically this, and then for myself, I already said I need to be in shape, etc. So I prepared these three categories of things, and also I did not really know, right, because no one has done this before on electric bikes. So some things I just predicted that it's possible this route I can really make it. At the end, I did exactly the same route which I also planned. I didn't have to make any adjustments, like I cannot go to this country or I have to. Also, there are not that many alternative routes. If you
Okay.
want to go from here to Europe, you will not cross Myanmar. You will, so
Yeah,
really
yeah.
you
Yeah.
have to actually go to China.
To China,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So that
Because
was-
Myanmar, no way.
No.
Exactly.
Putus kan dia.
Exactly. So there are not that many alternatives. Same from Kazakhstan. I wanted to go to Azerbaijan, but they closed the land borders, so I actually had to put my bike on a ship and I flew there. So I managed to find the ways.
Okay.
So some things I was dealing with on the way. Some things you don't know until you come there,
Okay.
right? But everything I was able to find in advance, I managed to prepare. Yeah, probably the most difficult from administrative were, to me as a foreigner here, to import the motorcycle here
Okay.
and get it properly registered, so I
Okay.
have a proper documents.
Okay.
And second, China, to prepare for that, because in China you need to have a Chinese driving license, you need to have a Chinese number plate,
Yeah.
and theoretically you cannot go alone. You have to
Oh.
go only in a group, but I managed to sort that out as well.
Okay.
So,
very interesting. Oke nih, kayaknya udah sampai di ujung pembicaraan kita. Kesimpulin ya sekarang ya. Oke, ini kayaknya tugas gua.
Yeah, of course.
Biar cair.
Yeah.
Jadi ternyata Bro Roman ini membuktikan ya kalau ternyata untuk perjalanan jauh menggunakan electric bike itu it's possible.
Yeah, it's
Dan
really
Roman udah
possible.
membuktikan like 9 months, right?
yeah.
Ya, sekitar 9 bulan dia membuktikan sudah keliling dunia. Walaupun emang ada beberapa, karena dia di jalur tengah, jadi dia nggak bisa terlalu ke selatan, nggak bisa terlalu ke utara, jadi di jalur tengah dia udah ke Australia, Indonesia, Asia, terus dia bilang ke
China,
Asia Tengah, terus ke Eropa,
US.
ke Amerika, US segala macam. Itu luar biasa. Nggak semua orang dan single
Yeah,
fighter ya.
yes.
Single fighter luar biasa banget. Terus untuk tadi ngomong prepare, ternyata prepare itu macam-macam. Kalau
Ada 3.
lu niat emang mau internasional touring,
Long
ya berarti
journey,
kan
ya.
long journey berarti kan administrasinya harus lengkap. Ternyata di Cina tadi motor lo harus pakai plat Cina, terus ternyata nggak boleh riding sendirian dengan, kan intinya tiap negara punya aturan masing-masing ya.
Yes.
Tapi kalau tadi bro kita satu ini bilangnya malah intinya kalau prepare duit dulu. Gampangnya gaya hidup lo gimana, bagi lo sih tadi 600.000 sehari oke lah ya. Berarti 600.000 sehari berarti dibagi housing, ya hotel sama makan sehari 3 kali berapa. Terus prepare yang nggak kalah kuatnya adalah yang fokus dan harus harus banyak istirahat.
Ya,
Gaya
tolak
hidup-
angin.
Ya. Gaya hidupnya gimana? Gaya hidupnya kalau misalnya 8 to 5 bekerja ya berarti 8 to 5 riding, sisanya istirahat. Karena besoknya harus riding lagi.
Yes.
Malamnya tetap istirahat, jadi nggak
Disiplin.
boleh, dia harus disiplin ya, nggak boleh. Nah, kalau Roman tadi ternyata dia punya prepare sendiri buat fisiknya, dia ternyata punya have a good shape before. Jadi badannya dia merasa lebih fit dan lebih six pack gitu kali ya, lebih bagus di waktu prepare
Pada saat,
karena
iya.
pada saat mau touring ya, harus fisik harus kuat karena dia karena internasional, dia bilang tadi di Kazakhstan udah diterpa angin yang gila 10 jam sehari, bosen, cuaca ekstrim segala macam. Kalau fisik lo nggak siap-siap sih bisa selesai tengah jalan.
And also his trip is against the wind, right?
Iya, against the wind. Yang menarik lagi ternyata ada satu fakta menarik. Ternyata teman-teman Black Belt semua tidak semua di Bikecast Indonesia, komunitas touring Indonesia, komunitas ya. Touring itu ternyata suka nggak fokus.
Suka jadi kayak ajang kucing keluar kandang.
Iya, jadi sebenarnya sah-sah aja, silakan aja, tapi jangan sampai mengganggu si tujuan touring itu sendiri, Mas ya.
Betul.
Do it at your own risk aja.
Kalau pokoknya gangguan utamanya balik lagi alkohol dan cewek. Tapi dua hal yang bikin dunia ini makin berwarna sebenarnya itu.
Kok setuju sih?
Gitu ya. Enggak, gua cuma bikin berwarna, gua nggak bikin setuju. Cuma gua bilang makin berwarna, bener dong?
Bisa. Enggak sih.
By the way, thank you banget udah datang.
Thank you, Roman. Thank you, Roman. It's such an honor for us. Thank you for what?
For this amazing black talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Same.
Sama-sama.
You're welcome.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Ya, matur nuwun semua.
Matur nuwun. Okay, Black Pals, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to all over your friends. And the most important thing, subscribe channel YouTube-nya Black Experience. Astrid and Mas Boy are signing out. Bye.